5.9 seconds. That's all you have to make a great first impression. Today, I'm talking about how much time you have to make a great impression on your website and what you can do when you're setting up your website to make sure that people will want to stay and peruse and keep reading more. This research comes from different UI, UX experts who have looked at how long the average person will spend on a homepage before they decide whether to keep exploring or to click somewhere else. And that tells us we have just about 5 seconds to capture people's attention. So today, I'm going to share with you the 5 factors that you absolutely want to nail in order to keep those website visitors staying on your page and learning more about you. I'm Samantha Russell from 20/10, and let's dive right in. So number 1, you want to make sure you have a clear and concise logo. A good brand is the foundation for any good business, and you want to make sure that your brand is easy to find, easy to read, and that when somebody's coming to your website from other places on the internet, that they know they've landed on the right place. So you usually want to put it in the upper left-hand corner of your website, but make it really easy to read, but not overwhelming on the page. Okay, so point number 2, you want to have a really clear and concise navigation. So I often will land on websites and see that they have 10 pages. They'll have home, about, services, why work with us, who we work with, our story, our process. Way too much information. You really want ideally just about 5 main pages and never any more than 7. That's best user experience practices. I also like to tell people, if possible, to create a start here button so that someone coming to your website for the very first time can click that button and get the most important information you want to tell them. They know exactly where to go next, right? Okay, moving on. Tip number 3, you want to have a very intriguing, engaging image right there on your homepage. Our brains process imagery 60,000 times faster than text. So those images that you choose are so important for communicating what your site's all about. So make sure you choose wisely. You can also test different images over time, but the image should be one that goes along with the copy to explain to people exactly who you are, what you do, and who you work with. And that leads me to point number 4. You should clearly articulate all of those points right on your homepage. So what your firm stands for, who you are, who you work with. So instead of just saying, your path to financial freedom, something like, we work with busy tech executives throughout San Francisco, or we work with women who are experiencing a transitional point in their lives, such as a career change or going through a divorce. Be as hyper-specific as you can be, but explain who you work with so that someone can easily self-qualify and they'll want to continue staying on your page. If they're referred to 2 or 3 advisors and you don't speak specifically about how you work with people just like them, they're more likely to not keep exploring your website to learn it on their own. Okay, last tip, you want to have a clear, very easy to find and strong call to action. So whatever that next step that you want people to take, it should be easy for them to understand what it is. So you might have more than one. You could have schedule a time on our calendar, which is like your primary call to action. You hope everybody eventually is going to book a meeting. But for those that aren't ready yet to book a meeting, maybe you want them to sign up for an email newsletter or download a 10-step checklist to retirement that you have. So having more than one call to action is okay. Just don't make them compete with each other on the same page, and place them strategically on the correct pages for different types of visitors that you have. I'm Samantha Russell from 20/10, and if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you'll get one of these helpful videos every week that we share with all of our subscribers. And if you like the video, make sure you like it or leave a comment below, and we'll see you next week.